a late doctor friend of mine, one of the best diagnosticians I've ever known,
Yes.
was a parasitologist.
Okay.
And he surprised a bunch of folks at a seminar once by saying, all of you organic vegetarians out there, especially you raw food eaters, you folks are so totally loaded with parasites, it isn't even funny. And everyone went, no, it's just the meat eaters who get parasites. He goes, no.
Yeah.
The bugs lay eggs in the fruits and vegetables.
Mm.
Since they're not killed off by anything, you eat those larvae. They grow inside of you. You never get rid of them.
Right.
In Canada and in Mexico, the use of untreated human feces is legal.
Really?
In organic gardening. So Pancho has a bunch of parasites. Pancho poops by the tomatoes. The bugs crawl from Pancho's poop into the tomatoes and start living there. You eat the tomatoes, you get the parasites. If you've ever seen x-rays of sushi eaters and organic vegetable eaters, parasite x-rays, when they put in contrast, it's frightening. Because all you see are little white squiggles everywhere in the muscle tissue and in the organs. Luckily, ivermectin will kill almost all of it.
What will kill?
Ivermectin. Ivermectin is an antiparasitic drug invented by the Japanese. In the tropics, it has saved millions of human lives. It's mainly used here in the States for veterinary purposes because the U.S. medical system would rather sell you 5 or 6 drugs to do what one ivermectin treatment does.
Does it have any negative things? Does it do anything?
No, not at all.
Really?
Safest drug on the planet. You could just as well be drinking water.
Can you spell that for me?
1 cc of ivermectin.
Yeah.
1 cc of ivermectin per 100 pounds body weight, roughly 50 kilos. Taken once, and then 2 weeks later, take another cc per 50 kilos. That's all you have to do. Do that once a year. 99% of your parasites from your brain, your kidneys, everywhere will be dead.
Gosh, can you spell that for me? This is one of the V is in Victor. Yes.
MECTIN.
Yeah.
IVER.
Iver. Okay, I spelled with an O, but apart from that, it's spelled exactly how it sounds.
Ivermectin, yes.
Okay.
If you look it up on Google, even if you get it wrong, if you come close enough, you will find it. As I said, here in the States, it's not approved for human use. It's approved for human use everywhere else. But we rescue horses and goats and dogs. My family and I, we have a animal rescue, a large animal rescue. Matter of fact, if you go on Facebook, it's Angel's Wings Animal Alliance. I think that's what it's called. We haven't updated the page in more than a year since one of our members died. But so we rescue the animals, and as part of the rescue, we have to worm them.
Yes.
Well, we worm ourselves once a year.
Gosh.
Everyone should be wormed once a year.
Okay, and the dosage is how much per?
1 milliliter, 1 cc.
Yeah.
Per 50 kilos body weight.
Okay. So it's only a tiny amount, and just taken orally.
Orally or injected, either way, it doesn't matter.
Oh, I think most people wouldn't.
It's safe as water.
Gosh. And it's for animals, so it's dirt cheap and...
and take it once and then take it again 2 weeks later. Same dose.
Why is it that after I've said goodbye to everybody, the salmons always get better? Well, I hope it's just not us and the crickets. I hope someone's there listening, because this is really solid gold, that. Gosh, is there anything else you want to sort of partake to us before we do pull the...
I've got a ton of this stuff. And this is all the stuff I give away for free.
Now, you're saying for papaya is good for the enzymes in papaya and pineapple. Now, pineapples are
Yes.
extremely high in enzymes, aren't they? Like you use
Yes.
pineapple to soften, what's the word for it? For meat, to make it more, to make it softer. The enzymes.
Yeah. Yeah. It's Dr. M.L. Rothi, who was a chemist in Mumbai,
Yes.
was the first chemist, was the first doctor anywhere to isolate an enzyme. And he isolated papain. And he sold papain as a digestive product and as a product to soften meats and foods and other things.
Yes.
Since 1924. And the extraction of enzymes from food is a science that's absolutely down pat. They've got it down pat.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're actually taking the enzymes and making them less needing of an alkaline environment, so that they're fermenting them in acidic environments, getting them used to greater and greater and greater amounts of acid, but the acids don't kill the enzymes.
Right. So it passes through the gut.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Without enteric coating.
Yeah. Gosh.
No, actually, doesn't taste like much at all. If I don't inject it, I usually mix it with a juice.
Oh. Okay.
Like cranberry juice. So you can't taste the thing.
And it's not less effective if it has to pass through the stomach?
No.
Gosh.
The only difference, especially when you're treating goats, if you give it to them orally, it kills the worms in the lungs so fast orally that sometimes you kill the goat. If you inject it, it gets absorbed slower, and it kills the parasites in the lungs progressively.
Okay.
Baby goats are born with parasites already in them. You have to warm them before they're 2 weeks old.
Okay. Well, that's quite a bad side effect, isn't it? Death. So if someone's got worms, parasites in their lungs, they might suffer a similar.
It hasn't happened with humans yet.
Okay.
It's been noted with goats, and if you look at the human studies that the Japanese did, and that has been done in actually applying the ivermectin in the tropics, no one has ever died. No one has ever gotten a bad result. It's almost uncanny, because you'd expect a powerful medication to have some side effects. They can't find any.
Well, 1 milligram for a small person, that's a tiny amount. So it must be a very strong drug.
What it does, it gets into the nervous system. It doesn't affect the human nervous system, because it can't get past the blood-brain barrier, but it gets into the nervous system of the parasite and basically kills it.
Gosh. Wow. Well, that's the sort of thing I wanted school to teach me. None of this, nonsense which we get jumped in. Yeah.
I learned about it treating goats.
Is there anything you don't do?
I fly airplanes. I've jumped out of airplanes. I can shoot. I can. I fence.
Oh, but everyone in America can shoot.
I can't. No. Oh gosh, no.
Isn't
oh
it?
heck no.
Oh, that's
no. The city boys can't shoot worth a shit.
Oh, okay.
Man, they think they could shoot. They couldn't hit the broadside of a barn if they tried.
Okay.
The country boys can shoot, and they can shoot very well.
Yeah.
But about the only thing I don't do is play the ball sports.
Okay.
Balls like football, basketball, baseball. Okay. Balls are the instruments of childhood, and I hold that any man who still plays with the instruments of childhood is locked into his childhood.
Well, that's good, isn't it?
That's an entirely different subject.
Okay. Well, childhood's great. Those are my best, best times of your life in your childhood. No cares, no responsibility. And yeah. Well, that's a good note to finish, isn't it? Childhood. And white comes around a second time as well. Yeah. Okay, thanks again, William. Have a fantastic evening, and thanks everybody.
God bless you. Well, thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.